Press Office.
Oh, hi. My name's Danny, and I'm calling from Everyone's Party, which is a new and completely different kind of political party, which, amongst other things, wants to introduce cooperative politics to the world rather than adversarial politics.
Okay.
By the way, my brother actually lived with Grant many years ago when he was in Manchester Polytechnic.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Nicholas.
Hi, Nick.
Yes.
Firstly, by the way, I think it's important for all of us to be aware that our calls are all being recorded. I know mine are.
Okay.
So, anyway, we've just launched this party, and the way we've set it up is that everyone is already a member by default, which makes us the largest political disorganisation in the world, and I'm calling to inform you that that means that you guys, including Grant, are actually members of the party by default.
Okay.
Now, the good news is we do give the option for people to opt out on our website, which is everyonesparty.org.
Yeah.
And as we're into the idea of cooperation, I just wanted to give you the heads up, because if I'm not mistaken, the rules of your party is that you can't be members of two parties, and therefore it's probably a good idea that you and Grant and all the Conservative candidates know about this so that they can opt out,
Okay.
so that their candidacy is not invalidated.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, the other thing is, I don't know if you read, but Alistair Campbell was quoted recently as saying that every MP should have a shrink.
Just do that, yeah.
Yeah, now I can't imagine how much pressure Grant's under, having to meet with all sorts of shady characters. But we also wanted to offer the opportunity to offer Grant and all the members of Parliament some free therapy if that's something that they think they might benefit from. What should I do about that?
Best thing to do would be to drop him an email.
Yeah? Okay.
Do you have his email address?
Yeah, do you want to give that to me?
It's grant.shaps.mp
Yeah.
at parliament.uk.
Okay. Well, check out the website, everyonesparty.org, and he may want to, as I say, make sure that he opts out of it.
Okay.
All right, thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye.
My name is Danny, and I'm calling from Everyone's Party, which is a new and completely different kind of political party, which, amongst other things, wants to introduce cooperative politics to the world rather than adversarial politics. And therefore, I think it's important for all of us to be aware that all calls are being recorded. I know mine are. Anyway, we've just launched the party, and the way we've set it up is that everyone is already a member by default, which makes us the largest political disorganisation in the world. And I'm calling to inform you that this means that you, all the staff members at Number 10, and David himself, are actually members of the party. And we do give the option for people to opt out on our website, which is everyonesparty.org. And as we're into cooperation, I just wanted to give you the heads up, because if I'm not mistaken, it's against your own rules for you to be a member of two parties at once. So I just wanted to suggest that you let David and indeed all the Conservative candidates know about it, because it could invalidate their candidacy if they don't opt out.
Right, okay. I'm not sure that this is something that we'd want to comment on.
Okay, that's fine. You don't.
The 10 Press Office, not the Conservative Press Office.
No, I understand that, but it's. I mean, it's particularly something that I think David needs to be aware of, and the people that work for him, because the last thing he'd want would be for his candidacy to be made invalid. Now, the other thing is that I don't know if you read that Alistair Campbell was quoted recently as saying that every MP should have a shrink. And I can't imagine how much pressure David's under, having to meet all sorts of shady characters. And he seems in particular, we noticed recently, to be very frightened, almost paranoid about terrorism, when in reality there's as much chance of dying by terrorism as there is by being hit by a meteor. So
let me just stop you there, because this is the Press Office for Number 10, and this isn't a media call, so I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to help you further.
Okay, because I was just going to... Oh.
So it's your turn now. You can either write a script for yourself, like I did actually on this one. Don't usually, but I did on this one. Or you can do it off the cuff. Alternatively, if you don't want to push yourself to the edge of your comfort zone, you can always just send an email. You can do this from anywhere in the world. You can call from anywhere in the world. You can do it to your own MPs. Perhaps if we could get enough people to do this, then eventually, perhaps in a couple of weeks' time, we can get people to call the press and tell them what we're up to. But if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right, because don't forget, this is everyone's party and you're meant to have fun at parties. So get going and have fun.